From the News Channel 5 network, this is Real Estate Real Talk with your host, Realtor Christie Wilson. Sponsored by the Wilson Group Real Estate Services.
Good morning. Welcome to Real Estate Real Talk, Nashville's only live call-in real estate show where we invite you, the audience, to call in with any real estate question you may have. Our call-in number is 737-7587. My name is Christie Wilson. I'm your host of Real Estate Real Talk. I'm president and owner of the Wilson Group Real Estate Services, who sponsors our show, along with Farmington Financial Group. So if you have any questions regarding financial, mortgage, refinance needs, give Billy Hamburg a call at Farmington Financial Group, and you can reach Billy at 690-5100. Also, check out our website at wilsongrouprealestate.com, where you can learn all about our agents, the homes we have for sale, and the services we have to offer. We have 25 full-time agents and a full-service property management division as well. We can help if you're wanting to sell, if you're wanting to buy, if you're wanting to invest, or if you just need a good old-fashioned real estate consult, give us a call. We will help you out. So this Thursday morning, like every Thursday morning we're on the show, I have a great guest for us today. We are going to be talking about real estate law, the ins and outs of the real estate law, title insurance, deeds, foreclosure, short sales, probate, you name it. You be thinking about your questions so you can call in and ask our guests. Andy Maloney. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Christy.
Thanks for being here today.
Glad to be on here. Glad you had me.
Well, it's been a long time coming. We've only been talking about it for over a year. It's like finally, hey, you can do this thing. That's great. Thanks for coming on.
Well, thank you. I'm pleasure to be here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Andy.
Well, I'm a native, like yourself, I'm a native Nashvilleian, fifth generation. Grew up in Brentwood, Williamson County area before it was cool.
When it was farmland?
That's right. Graduated from the Academy, Battleground Academy, and actually just celebrated my 25th anniversary with my wife last month.
Oh my God, you're not old enough to be married 25 years.
You know, they let you get married pretty young around here.
That's true.
So,
back when Williamson County was a small county.
Absolutely, yeah. But then went to paralegal school, got into real estate by searching real estate titles with one of the major underwriters in town, and just worked for several different attorneys and whatnot, and started my title company in 2002, Nashville Title. And from there, went back to law school, got my law degree, and became an attorney, and now we're a full-service real estate law firm and title company, and also have, I always say I'm a dirt lawyer. Whether you're buying or selling it, being put in it, or playing on it. So I do a little bit of everything.
Don't confuse that with being a dirty lawyer.
No,
he is
absolutely.
a dirt lawyer. When I heard
Big
that
difference.
term this morning, I'm like, you're what? I'm not familiar with that term. I love it. You are a dirt lawyer.
I'm a dirt lawyer.
You got it. You got it. And you've got a great crew over at Nashville Title.
Yeah, you're familiar with one of them.
I'm very familiar with one of them. My baby brother works for Nashville Title.
You've been with me almost 12 years now.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
And he is truly one of Nashville's best closers. You and Hal do a great job on closings and getting the transaction closed.
Well, my staff, they're very great. They allow me to come here and do these types of shows and stuff, and with Jennifer Pierce, Hal Wilson, Carl Dunphy, and Tricia Jones, great staff, and I can't say enough about them. They do so much great work, and they know how to deal with our customers and difficult, easy closings and whatnot. They're just fantastic. I couldn't ask for a better staff.
Yeah, I mean, all of them do a great job, and that's something we'll be talking about today, is closings and what that looks like and what all goes on to get it from closing, because there's a lot.
Yes.
People just think, oh, we'll do a title search and close.
Yeah.
So much more.
It's like more like a marathon than it is a sprint. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that people don't see or understand, and hopefully we can go touch on lots of this stuff and so people want to have lift the veil off of it so people know what really goes on, because once we get to closing, only half our work is done. We've got to do more after that. So
yeah. Wow, gotcha. Well, we're going to go to the phones.
Okay.
We're going to talk to David on line 1. Good morning, David.
Yes. Good morning to you. I wanted to ask, in 08 I started to refinance, and I'm one of those people that had refinanced and borrowed on my house because land is always worth more than you paid for it. And I couldn't get a refinance, except I went ahead and did it for $800, and then the bubble burst.
Okay.
I had to refinance where it's reassessed every 5 years. Is that considered a predatory loan? And also I wanted to ask if it was possible to get refinance with having an appraisal. I'm a bachelor. I don't have a house I could fix up like I was going to sell, and I wondered if there's places that would refinance without an appraisal. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thanks for calling this morning.
Okay, I'll turn on the TV and listen.
Well, before you do, let me ask you a quick question. What you're saying is every 5 years your interest rate readjusts?
Yes. And the bank I have it through gave me a adjustment down a percent or two, but it's still higher than the
what the going rate is.
Refinancing.
Land is going to be a little bit different on refinances. Your rate on land oftentimes is a little bit higher, and you probably went with a bank versus a mortgage company.
Well, I had somebody doing it, a real estate person.
Oh, so it's a private note? Somebody's holding it privately?
Yeah, and I wondered at the time, I thought, all these people I was having such difficulty, I realized they knew something was coming down the line that I didn't.
Well, I don't know about that. We were all sort of blindsided about that, how bad that real estate recession was. But what you need to do, and this would be a good question for Andy here, your deed of trust, there would be a deed of trust if somebody's holding a note.
Yeah, there'll be a mortgage that secures the property. Now, is this a improved piece of property? Is there a home on it, or is it only...
It's a large brick-o-block barn, and I tried to get it out of underwater, but they said it was an improvement of life or something and didn't go into the appraisal.
But do you actually live on this property?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have a home, a barn, and some acreage, correct?
Yes, sir. Okay. About a little over 4.5 acres.
Okay, so if you being your primary residence, then I would say that.
I'm also a veteran, and I've wondered about going through veterans.
A VA may be a good idea, but I would call maybe Farmington Financial and see if they could help you out there.
Yeah.
If not, maybe a credit union or something like that. Or
they require an appraisal because, I could have them come in, but I would never be able to clean up the house to the point where I felt.
They will require an appraisal, but they won't judge you on your housekeeping skills.
Yes, that's right.
So don't worry about that. They're going to be looking at your land, the overall size of the house, bedrooms, baths, stuff like that. Is it a single-family home or is it a mobile home? What kind of home is it?
Me, and it's also what I thought was a good investment, a double-wide modular home, I think they call it. It's on a brick foundation.
Manufactured housing.
Okay, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, manufactured housing is a little bit harder to get.
Investment is, I'd hope.
Yeah, it's harder to get more finance because it is a decreasing value, but that may be one of the more difficult things. But you may want to look at the HARP program because they may not require an appraisal, and you may be underwater. You may qualify under that
for a loan modification.
So you may want to look at that. Contact your lender and see if that may help you out as well.
Yep.
Okay. It don't come up again till 2016, and I was just planning on riding out till then. But
yeah, I'd get in touch with your local bank in your area because they'll have the type of loan maybe the type of loan, or they can put you in the right direction.
Okay, but I shouldn't worry about my housekeeping skills.
Not at all. Great question. Thanks for calling, David.
Okay.
Have a great day. Bye. All right, we're going to go to line 2. Sean, good morning.
Good morning. I have a small question.
Okay.
Is this the best time of the year to try and sell the property that you may have out in the Arno Road, Williamson County area? Is TDOT interested in buying that area? Because I do know it's going to expand to 840 all the way to the College Grove area.
Okay. Right now is a great time to sell. The market is very strong. It's very vibrant. That particular area, if not TDOT, there's a lot of developers looking down there to develop subdivisions. If you have a large tract, there's a lot of activity going on down there, and so it would be a good time to sell. I think values will continue to increase down there as growth pushes south. So you're in a great spot, whether you do it today. I always think today is better than tomorrow because you never know what tomorrow will bring, and today's a great time to do it.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. I just needed to get that info.
Sure. Thanks for calling. All right, we're going to stay on the phones. Or do you have a question?
Well, I was just going to say real quick about the Arnold Road in that area, especially since 840 is completed from between I-40 both directions. Yeah, it's just going to really continue to grow out there.
Yep, it just keeps sprouting new development. Patty?
Uh-huh.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How can we help you today?
I I was wondering, I don't know if you can help me or not. My son has had a divorce, and the ex-wife has taken bankruptcy. How can he go about getting her name off of his deed?
That's a great question for our attorney today.
Yeah. Hopefully, through the divorce decree, there should be a direction of what to do with the property, whether it's to do a quit claim deed or to do some way to get her off of the property. Now, however, if there's a mortgage on it, it won't, the wife may have to take the debt, but it doesn't take him off the note or the mortgage without having the authority from the mortgage company. So you're going to have to make sure, read the divorce decree to see exactly what's supposed to handle on that. And that happens a lot. A lot of family law attorneys, they'll put the language can be in the divorce decree. There's magic language that has to be in there, or there needs to be a quit claim deed done from one party to the other. And if that's not done, that's something we can do as well. I'd be glad to review the divorce documents and the divorce decree to see what needs to be done to get her name off, or vice versa, whoever needs to be removed from the property. Now, that may not take care of the debt part of it. If she's filed bankruptcy, that's a major issue, because that freezes all real estate transactions on the property and that stuff. So you gotta, since she's filed bankruptcy, that's a major issue of transferring the property and that type of thing. We may have to get an approval from the bankruptcy court to allow that to be done.
Well, see, he has continued paying. So he is still paying on the note.
Okay.
And they have been to court, and then she, like I say, has claimed bankruptcy, and they did mention something about a quick claim deed, but this has never come into effect. And every time he tries to get in touch with a lawyer that said something about they would get him a quick claim deed, they don't talk to him, and he seems like that he just goes around and around the tree and doesn't get any results.
Is the divorce final?
Yes.
Okay. What county is the court case in?
DeKalb.
DeKalb County. Okay. I would have him contact his divorce attorney. I know you're saying he's getting the runaround, but I mean, I'd be glad to speak to him about it to see if there's a way that we can get it. And he can call me at the office. It's 615-385-5944, and I can discuss it with him to see what's the best avenue. And maybe an attorney to an attorney call may say, hey, I'll be glad to prepare this quick claim deed to get the property out of his name. And again, when it comes to the bankruptcy, that puts a little wrench into it that she's filed bankruptcy, because that freezes all the assets of her estate, and also with the fact of the mortgage and the loan that may be on the property may be included in her bankruptcy. So that's something you would have to look at as well, besides just doing a quick claim deed to get her name off the property.
Okay, and that number again is?
It's 615-385-5944.
Okay, and your name?
My name's Andy Maloney.
Andy Maloney.
Yes, it's Maloney.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Patty, thanks for calling this morning. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Andy Maloney, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to go back to the phones and continue the conversation on real estate law and Andy being a dirt lawyer, because this is very intriguing. Y'all stay tuned.